Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is episode 8, and let's get going right off the bat. Bang. And I can see it's helpfully dropped my research again, so I at some point will have to try and figure that out, but I do remember it was distillation, so that's fine. Not a big deal. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'm not super worried about it. I will figure it out later. I do want to do that, and in fact I think I might even put in a third sink. It's not screamingly necessary, but I think I'm going to anyway. The actual toilets are going to go here. Let's see, we're possibly about to have a problem if they don't clean at least one of these. So, I know it's a terrible job, but if you could be so kind, thank you so much. I want to mark that off so I remember this is where the actual, in fact I might just get rid of this one already. We don't really need that right now, and that will save them cleaning it, since we're just going to be building over it anyway shortly. So, and that means I can actually put in the back wall here of the door and all that, and that would be helpful. Very good. Right, very good. Very, very good. Outside of that, things are all looking good here. I may want to plunk in another deodorizer over here, probably. So let's do that before I get too otherwise involved. Yeah, let's just... right about there, I guess. That should grab the worst of it. But that's pretty low priority. Right, so pump is in. Most of the piping on this side is done, but the top part here is not. Okay, there is our water sieve, and that's some other stuff that we probably aren't going to use too much of, but... Ooh, what's happening here? Sorry, my camera might be a bit off. I just moved my desk and the whole thing moved on me. Alright, yeah, so... Research. I think after this, I think the next thing I want is to speed things up movement-wise with the fire pole. So let's grab that. That'll also give me some other neat stuff like temp shift plates for later. I've never done ladder beds, or rocket power. Yeah, all this space doom stuff I've never done. And then there's this scaffolding that we may or may not use. That's from that stairway mod. So I might put stairways in at the places. For now, I'm just going to stick with ladders and fire poles, but I might do stairs just for an aesthetic difference. Maybe I'll even alternate them. Do like ladder, fire pole here, and then stairs here, and then the next one can be back to ladders. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, that's more an aesthetics thing than an actual requirement, so who knows. Anyway, other than that, things are going well here. They haven't got to that, but that's fine. These things are keeping the off-gassing absolutely in check, so that's very good. And so far we're doing okay with just the one wheel. We don't have a lot of things drawing power, and that's kind of deliberate. So I don't want to get into heavier duty power generation yet. I know it's going to happen for sure, but I'm kind of delaying as much as I can because it just gives off so much carbon dioxide when you use the coal generators. So I'm trying to keep that... Oh, very good. Trying to keep that in check. Our first bit of bristleberry is done. That's very, very good. And then once this is done, I think the next thing we're going to grab is auto sweeper, so I can start having, especially in here where it'd be very slow to pick stuff up. I would much rather them do that by machine. So I probably will need scaffolding or walkways or something here just so I can build those auto sweepers in, but that'll be in a bit. Alright, so this piping is almost done. So I guess we can go ahead and start planning the actual loop of liquid. Right, so we're going to want a water sieve in between them somewhere. so we can convert the polluted water back into clean water. That's probably going to go around here somewhere. Maybe here or up here one. It looks like I was planning on the dumping here, so maybe it's time to work on this some more. Dump this pool out. Maybe that's the best thing to do first. Yeah, probably. Okay. So where is the upper wall here? I think I figured it was here. Let me just count that out again real quick. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yes, this. Oh, I did. Never mind. I left myself a... I sometimes mention how my memory works, and the answer is poorly. So this is definitely going to be like that, and then it's going to be coming across here. So in order to actually get in here and work on that, we're of course going to have to dump all this water out. So I think the easiest thing to do, how do I do this without, I'd ideally like them not to have to plow through that disgusting water too much, but I don't think it's going to be avoidable. So I think we're just going to have to let them do that. As disgusting as that may be. Yeah, I think it's unavoidable. And I am going to want, while I don't definitely need a pitcher pump in there, I will want a liquid pump in there, because later I'm going to want to just be cycling water to be cleaned, but maybe that can wait until late. I should at least plunk it in. I'm just going to not connect it to anything. We'll get the basic power for it in the neighborhood, but we're just going to not actually connecting pipes to it. Or excuse me, not connect the actual power cable so it doesn't actually run. And we'll just let this have... Yeah, that should be plenty sufficient. Okay. Oh, okay, I had it over a square, that's why it looks different to me. That's fine. It's fine. Alright, we'll let them do all that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. So this is the clean coming in. And then we're going to want the filthy coming out. So, good, good. Why do you not think we have enough oxygen being generated? Well, that would have been off. Maybe? Did we run out of power completely? No, we should have had plenty of power. Maybe this isn't enough for 6 dupes. Okay. Alright, well, we will sort that out. Here's a question. How did you end up with all this water down here? Something's gone funny. Pressure damage. Ah, that would be the problem. Okay. So this tile is not strong enough. Interesting. Okay. I didn't think there would be that much pressure dumping down, but I guess I am wrong. The other option is if we quickly reduce some of that pressure by digging this out, maybe that would be sufficient. Hopefully that's sufficient. Looks like it's kind of normalized a bit. Okay. Well, that wasn't so good. That was not so great. And this is going to be a bit of a mess. I might I think I'm going to want to try to compress that over. So what we'll do is we'll save that for at first. Build this basically as a temporary wall to just kind of squish all the liquid over. Hopefully that will do the job. Shouldn't be that square. Now they got to repair all this. Years, and of course we've dropped all this liquid here, which is fine. This is where it's going as a backup anyway, so I'm not super concerned about it. Just, I was absolutely not ready for that to happen. That was a bit unexpected. But it's fine. It's not a problem. I think I am going to... Should I plunk an extra one here? I mean, this is going to be where the water sieve is going. But I think this might off-gas a bit too much, so maybe I will plunk in a bonus one here, just in case. Right, okay, a lot of things are happening at once. I'm getting a little overloaded, so sorry for that. Okay, so let's build that across there. And I want this in place before I break this open, because I don't think this can handle all this. That's our research. That gives us our fire poles. Excellent. Okay. And ladder beds. They require refined metal, of course, but are these, like, better, or is it just that they... Oh, I see. So it's just a basic bed, except it also has a ladder, so you can kind of squeeze... Okay. Interesting. Is it in terms of the actual bed itself, though? It looks like it's exactly the same, so... Huh, neat. I don't think I'm ever going to use it, but that's certainly neat. There's our temp shift for later, and our fire pole. Yeah, that can just be copper. That's fine. So now I really need to decide, am I going to switch this out for stairs? Because if I am, I don't want to build and have to rip all them down. Or do I want to just wait and do the stairs somewhere else later? Yeah, I don't know. For right now, though, we are definitely going to just plunk in the fire pole. Good. So that's a lot of work, but that will drastically speed up operations running up and down here. And we should give them more research to do. I didn't think about what was going to be after the fire poles, so bear with me a moment. Better battery might not be a bad idea. And that'll also give us wire bridges. Yes, I've already convinced myself. That didn't take much, did it? Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so temporary, we can drop in the liquid vent. That could go right there. Ooh, this is now getting kind of on top of that. Don't like that so much. But once that's in place, I kind of have to dig you a bit of a path so you can get down here to work on that. Once that's in place, we'll be able to connect, get the sinks going, and then once those are going, we can do the toilets. And then we will finally be plumbed, which would be very nice. Of course, having said that, I gave them all this extra work. But anyway, that's just a thing I do. I overwork my poor buggers. Calories are a bit low, that's fine. Okay, so oxygen was fine after all, so maybe just that either overpressured or did run out of battery, but I think it just overpressured, so that shut off for a while, and these may have shut off for a bit. And between the two of them, if they both shut off at the same time, then we would show as not generating enough. So that would all make sense. Okay. No, I think we're okay. They have not got to that, or are you not able to reach that? You should be able to reach that from here. Or is it just in case you just haven't got to it yet? Maybe they just haven't got to it yet. Okay, I'll try and stop giving them new stuff to do for a bit. Let them catch up. It's very hard to do though. There's just so much to do and so many different things that we're trying to do all at once. But we'll get there. Yes. Copy settings to there. Thank you very much. And with these, once these are in place and you can get rid of that, that will really help. Right, there is power. So, as unfortunate as it is, you'll have to rip that battery out to plunk the new one in. Because I don't think you can just plunk it straight on top. No, I'm going to have to actually deconstruct. So temporarily we're going to have no power, which is unfortunate, but cannot be helped. But just this battery is just so much better. It stores 4 times as much. Now I do believe it also loses, yeah, it loses 2 times as much, so it's basically having 4 batteries in terms of storage, but only 2 batteries in terms of leakage, so overall it's much, much better. I would much prefer you not to do that. Let you not do that and work on this instead. Maybe I wasn't clear. No, maybe I wasn't clear. You are seriously going to make me reprioritize. Okay. Once that's done, this can be fine again. So, I just didn't want him sitting here running on this while they was going. That is the one thing I do miss this game, like that this game should have. RimWorld does it really well. You can just right-click on somebody and say, hey, go do this specific job right now, regardless of your priorities. And they'll just go and do it no matter, well, I shouldn't say no matter what. If it's there are certain tasks some colonists just will not do, but if it's something that they at least can do, they'll just go do it. No muss, no fuss, no complaints. Yeah, you have nothing, there's nowhere for you to be putting that power. So you are just completely and utterly wasting your time. So let's go ahead and get somebody on here. I'm going to wait on the research because if Stinky's around, that's at least one more person who might come do this. There we go. Good work, guys. See, if you try, if you just follow orders, things can go well. There you go. Just give that a minute to finish up. Hey, there you go. And now we have actual decent storage. So there should never, once this is filled up, there should never be a question of it running out overnight. Our fire pole looks like it's pretty much done, just the parts up here. Ooh, printables. Now, I do not want a 7th dupe yet, so we are looking for something good. Okay, Mirth Leaf is not bad, so maybe we'll just leave that there. Can I tell you to just give me... No, I cannot. Because I don't want another dupe, I just want another thing, but I guess maybe I can't do that with this mod. And if I change you, okay, you do at least stay on these things, so that's fine. What would I actually want then? More oxyferns, maybe? Wouldn't be a bad thing. Don't want to sit here for a real long time clicking either, so I'm kind of hoping to find something that jumps out at me. We have a fair bit of copper, so I don't think we need that. Ooh, snazzy soup. You can start getting them some good some good clothing. That might not be a bad thing. More algae would be good. So we always go through that, but we have a decent amount. Joyas are good ones. I thought I had seen earlier. I just passed it. I was going to say I saw a Furvine, which is a modded in one. kind of want to see how it worked, but maybe we'll just grab another oxyfern. I will want several of them, so I think that'll do. Okay, so I think, though, that should pretty much do it for this episode. I think so. This part is pretty close. You did squeeze a bit out here. Okay. Do ladders or footbridge? I guess it doesn't really matter. It's only very temporary. Well, let me get them there so we can get rid of that. Actually, I guess even instead of mopping, I could just build this up and it would squeeze over here. Maybe that's actually better. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're going to leave that there for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like, a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. All that happy YouTube stuff, it really does help. So anyway, in the meantime, have a good one. See ya.